now we're going to go through alternate strumming. Now that you've learned hammer-ons and pull-offs. Now, what I seem to see is when you're first playing Guitar Hero, it's kind of an instinct just to strum down all the time, like because you got all these easy notes, you're just like strumming down on easy, or on medium you're strumming down. Sometimes you may get some hammer-ons on medium, but yeah, you know, strum down because it's so easy. But when you're going into hard or expert, sometimes people struggle because they're trying to strum down all the time, fast notes. Now, seriously, are you gonna hit all those? You seriously think all the professionals strum down to do all this fast stuff in guitar, Through the Fire and Flames? So man, their arms gonna explode or have a spasm or something if they're strumming that fast. Now, we gotta strum up and down. This is alternate strumming. We do this because so we don't get tired during songs that we play. Songs like maybe Through the Fire and Flames. Maybe, yeah, we strum up and down, just so, yeah, which is another important factor for playing expert. You need to master up and down. I know it's very hard to master, but in time you'll get it. It took me a while too. Okay, yeah, it took me a while too. Anyway, now, when do you alternate strum is the question. Now, in expert, sometimes you get frets that are really close or really far apart. Now, this is where hyperspeed comes in. Now, hyperspeed used to be a cheat, but now it's not. It still is in the cheat section, but it's not classed as a cheat in official Guitar Hero rules. And to unlock the cheat, I'll teach you in a second. But what it does is, normally the fretboard moves at a specific speed, and when you play it on hard expert, it moves a little faster. No, not that fast. But when you're doing hyperspeed, it increases the fretboard speed going down, so the notes are further apart. I'll demonstrate that in a second. What that means is, when you're playing stuff on expert, it's easier to see the notes, which is why people like, I don't know, Chris Chike, the little kid that's 9, or whatever his name is, I think Ben, Priest, Hell Ashes, and all that stuff, they play on hyperspeed, which means that, yeah, the frets move faster, so they can actually see the notes more easier, which is why they can do tapping so well. Which is why many of you still are questioning me, going, oh, it's so much harder on hyperspeed because I can't see the notes. But geez, seriously, if you keep playing it on hyperspeed on practice mode or quick play, or whatever you want to do with it, but you'll get used to it, and you'll see the difference of you playing something. When you start playing Through the Fire and Flame, you seriously will see the difference. That when you play on hyperspeed, it's much more easier to play it on hyperspeed than it is on normal speed, because the notes are just too close together. You can play it, but I feel that I get a lower score when I'm playing it. Alright, okay, before we do anything, I'm going to teach you how to unlock hyperspeed. Now what you do is you go down to options, yeah, and you go all the way down to the bottom to cheats. And now you can see here are all the cheats. I've unlocked all of them just to show you how many cheats there actually are, but they're usually shown by question marks. Yeah, and up here is hyperspeed. As you can see, it's off at the moment. You can turn it on or off. But first we're going to show you what the code is. Here you go to enter cheat, and what you do is you hold down one fret and you strum this. You go orange, yellow, orange. You just keep doing that, but it's faster. You see? Hyperspeed unlocked. Now what that does is, now that you've unlocked hyperspeed, it comes up here. See, it has 2 next to it. That's how fast your fret's going to move, how faster, as in multiplied. So times 2, times 3, times 4, or times 5. Or you could have times 1, which I don't know what the difference is. But we're going to go on 3 at the moment. First, I'll show you what off looks like. Okay, we're going to go to a song, and we're going to see what it looks like on off. Okay, we'll go to let's go to Welcome to the Jungle. Alright, now keep an eye on how fast the fretboard's moving. You can see here, this is the normal speed, remember? No hyperspeed on. It looks like this. Here's hammer-ons and pull-off. Alternate strumming. You can see? This is how fast it's moving. Remember that speed. See, this is why. See how the frets are. I know you can see them, but you can't see how you're gonna look at it. Like you don't know. You have to think, and then you have to go, oh, which fret am I gonna do? Especially here. See. Anyway, I'm gonna show you what it looks like on hyperspeed now. Now that was on normal speed. And now we're going to stick hyperspeed in. 1, 2, 3. Actually, we'll go times 2, just so you can see the little bit of difference. Now we'll go to quick play, expert, go down again to Welcome to the Jungle. As you can see, Welcome to the Jungle adds the element of alternate strumming, and it also has hammer-ons and pull-offs. As you can see, you need both of those basic techniques that I've taught you so far to play this song. But you can strum down sometimes, but I feel it's a bit too slow when you're doing Welcome to the Jungle. You know how, okay, I'll explain when to use alternate strumming in a second, but first we'll show you what this looks like. You see how the frets are further apart? It makes it a lot easier to see. Whoops. My bad. But anyway, yeah, you see how the frets are further apart? Okay. Yeah. It may seem hard at the moment, but once you get used to it, see how easy it is? Anyway, yeah. It's up to you whether you want to use hyperspeed or not, but in my opinion, when you're doing a song like this, yeah, when you're playing a song like that, I feel that, yeah, when you're doing little phases like in the solo, it's just much easier to see when you're... So this is on normal speed. Wait, let's go to normal speed. Okay, I'll show you the solo in normal speed. And I may have a little trouble because I'm standing up, so... Yeah, as I said before, play the song sitting down. It's a lot easier, trust me. When you're playing experts, seriously, or when you're first starting, it makes it a lot easier if you start playing it sitting down. It may look more gangster standing up, but seriously, I'd rather pass a song than look more gangster. Only need to look more gangster when you're playing in like public, which the only time you actually do that is when you do it, when you have to do it yourself, or you go to like a shop where they actually have the game or whatever. But yeah. Only do that, or when your friends come over, look more cool. But seriously, when you're doing it yourself, sit down. See, this is what it looks like without it. But a lot faster. See, I'm having trouble seeing it. I'm kind of epic failing here, but you know, because I can't really see the frets. See how close the frets were? But yeah. Now we're going to look at it on hyperspeed. Now this is what the song would look like if I stick it on hyperspeed. Well, actually we'll put it on 4. We'll put it on 4. Sorry, I just clicked on online for a second.